I've been having so much fun. Been having so much fun with Invictus and playing a lot of Star Citizen lately that I haven't even looked at the numbers and what the results were for everybody buying all the ships and having a good time at Invictus and all the money flowing into Cloud Imperium right now. Let's not talk about blades. We talked about that last week. Yes, it was sketchy. Yes, I had an issue with it. Zero retweeted a post from Zero, totally 110% agree with my friend Zero on how this came out, and there needs to be people there that talk to one another and say, hey, maybe we should monetize every single thing. Thank you, Coob, for the 23 months like a mouse, Coob. Thank you, buddy. Here's our friend Montoya talking about the funding. Seeing NASCARs everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, somebody's got an NASCAR. Man, that was like a very successful ship. What did you guys buy? Put down here if you bought any ships. Let us know what you got. If you're watching on YouTube, we would like to see what you bought as well. Don't forget to like this highlight and share this around. And let's see what you all bought. And let's look at the numbers. I'm really curious about these numbers here.
Star Citizen's Invictus event is coming to an end. I thought we'd take what? That quantum jump effect is new and exciting. I was distracted. Let's start again. Star Citizens Invictus.
He was totally distracted by the game, man. I love Montoya. He's very passionate about this game. He is like Spartacus, man. He is like the gladiator of Star Citizen, but he really enjoys fun. You know, and that's the cool thing when content creators are really about playing the game and having fun. And I dig that. And he just got caught off by some of the effects in the game and had a good time. Good for him, dude. Good for him.
This event is coming to an end today, and I thought we'd take a look at how they did funding-wise to see, in light of all the drama,
let's look at the
them
numbers.
trying to sell those blades and everyone freaking out about it. Rightfully so, but also, should you really freak out about it? I'll give you my opinion on that, and you will not like it. But that's later. For now, let's go over to the CCU game website and take a look at what is happening. And I cannot explain why we are seeing record-breaking numbers every single month this year. Is it because the game is just that more playable? Look, the servers...
Holy shite. Wow, man. They are way cooking. They are cooking. We're not even halfway through the year yet. June hasn't even begun. And we're already at 60 million nearly. We're at 59 million. We are 49% away from breaking revenues from last year already. This, I might be wrong. I said I thought we were going to have contraction in 2025. This does not look like contraction. I might be wrong about this. Could we actually have a blowout year? Because, wow, this is a shock to me. Wow. Idris. Yeah, and the news is because of the blades and because everything going on, which, you know, I agree also was really sketchy. You know, they need to talk. The marketing and sales need to talk. But I mean, people are spending in droves. Look at that giant orange bar for May. Look at May. That's big. That's crazy. Holy.
Were solid. The servers were, as far as I have heard from everyone who spent a lot more time playing over the past week, is that the numbers they were seeing, the number of players on the server and the servers themselves are holding up very, very well.
They are.
So is it that more people are playing, more people are active, and therefore they're buying more ships? Maybe. But every single month so far this year has been record-breaking, has it? January saw 7.7 compared to 23's 7.7. Matched that, okay? February, yes. March,
yes.
Yes. April, Yes, and we're closing in now on the last day of
Holy.
Invictus at 25.7. Well, this is in real time, but 25.7 as of yesterday, so it's going to be even higher when we count today's numbers, outdoing last year's 24.6.
Also, St. Eric saying the Kraken also sold out so fast this year, and we're going to watch a video from our friend Starjump where he gives us a tour of the Kraken, so stick around.
Insane numbers, and looking at where we are so far for the year, closing in on 60 million, and keeping in mind that the November-December period are huge, this year we'll crack over $120 million, which is an insane number to come in for Star Citizen 12, 13 years into this project.
Holy.
Incredible. I cannot explain why it is so high, but I'm glad.
Yeah, no, I think one of the big reasons, and I hate to say this because I'm not a fan of it, but when they did Tier 0 and the item replacement, basically you're waking up on the bed and people could just go right back out and they're not in their gowns. I bet that's keeping asses in seats. I bet they did that on purpose so people keep playing. I'll tell you another reason people are having fun, because hangers and because persistence in hangers. We needed like a home away from home. I've been screaming it. I said how important that was going to be, that you had persistence in your hanger and you could spawn a lot in your hangers. Hangers feel great. I mean, like, people were able to like basically go with the Nursa and just like boom, right in their hanger. They don't even need to do anything. They just fucking spawn right in there if they want and go at it. All the new event, Pyro, all the new shit. It's keeping people staying in there. It's keeping people playing the new patrol missions right now. I mean, Jesus. They're focusing on getting people to keep their asses in the seat and play the game. And gotta say, you know, fairly stable experiences I'm having playing the game. Very rarely have I had server issues. Out of the last 10 times I logged on, I think I had 2 issues where their servers went bonkers. But while playing, I waited around and it corrected. No more 30Ks dumping me out. I didn't have 130K. I think it's starting to add up. I think overall, compared to what people were used to playing a year or 2 ago, it's kind of like a different experience now. It's a much more positive experience. People are spending more. Man, I was really thinking there was going to be a contraction in spending this year. I really did, but this is turning out to be one hell of a year. This might be another record breaker, man. I mean, last year, it was like I thought it was going to get flat, and I thought we were going to hit contraction, and it's kind of what happened. This year, I thought it was going to be a contraction. I thought we were going to hit like 105. I was saying anywhere from like 98 million to like 105. But not with these numbers. Looking at it like this. We just watched that, Aether. We just had the best vibes in the world, Aether. How you doing, buddy? Watching the rain and the PTU was amazing. We talked about how great it was that we were theory crafting dynamic weather, and everybody told us we were crazy and it was never going to happen on that scale. And then to actually experience that rain, you missed it, Aether. You missed it. We had such a good time with that. Oh my God, it was great.
Glad to see it, because
what's up, Limitless?
They keep on working on it. And I know there are those who say, oh, you know what? They'll never release the game because they just want to be in perpetual development, which means they'll just keep on raising funds. No. It's 2 years out. Meme, the 2 years out meme. But look, it's pretty solid. I think we are definitely going to see within 2 years. Now, not everyone was happy about what's happening here. Let's just jump back to the whole Invictus event being good. I said it was stable. And Captain Rotbot, I hope you don't mind me using you as example, but I saw this.
And, you know, yes, the blades were a huge issue. And, you know, here we got this Captain Rotbart who says, and everything was overshadowed by the one thing unstable, the marketing department. I don't think they grasp how bad the long time damage may be. Listen, there is an issue. Constructively, they do need to talk about what needs to be monetized and what does not need to be monetized. Okay? However, it's just like I am so tired of these people, man. look at all the progress that has happened to this game, and you can't acknowledge it. Like, it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
This is being said a lot. I saw this on Spectrum, and I saw this on Reddit, and I saw this on X. People saying that it was all overshadowed because of one thing, the unstable marketing department. I don't think they can grasp how bad the long-term damage may be, referring to them selling those blades for cash. And I got to give you my personal opinion on this because people have asked, and I know they don't like when I say it, but I don't care. I never bought it.
Don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Right. Should they do it? Probably not. Doesn't look good. Tacky, right? Probably not good for the image. But, like, does it bother me? Like, am I having an existential crisis because of it? No. Do you remember when you couldn't buy any of the ships in game and people were fucking throwing a hissy? And I said, don't worry, you'll be able to buy ships in the game. Yeah, and that happened then. And now you can buy them in the game with credits. You don't have to use real money. I mean, that, like, with these blades, I don't think it's always going to be just like an in-store pledge item where that's the only way you can get them. I don't think this is going to cause, like, irreparable harm to the project. Did you see the numbers? Do you see the amount of people The truth is in the numbers. Did you see the revenues? Record breaking. Broke my expectations. I was wrong. So far, I'm wrong. So far, my predictions about having a contractual year in revenues is wrong. I'm dead wrong. And I'm fine. I'm fine with admitting that. I'm cool with that. I'm a type of dude, I can admit it when I'm wrong. It looks like I'm going to be dead wrong. Something you don't hear content creators say ever. They don't fess up. They don't tell you the truth. They don't see when something's not going their way, they'll try and bend it a little bit to make them look smarter. God, there's so many of them. There's like 95% of them out there all trying to like massage what they said into other words so that they don't have to be held responsible for the things that they say. They never say, I was wrong. I'm wrong. Right now, numbers look great. Absolutely dead wrong. Called it wrong so far. We'll see. Still 6 more months to go. But those revenues, that's the truth. Those numbers, that's the truth. Is there harm that happened? Not from those fucking numbers. Nope. Like, let's keep watching, but so far, so good. Everything looks like it's on track.
One person, is it you, Chunk Rider? Okay, I know 2 people that actually spent money on it and used store credit because they wanted to try it out. I don't know a single person that spent money on it because they go, wow, I really want this. I guarantee this will be available in-game, and if this is what destroyed your enjoyment of Star Citizen, then you're gonna have a
then get out of here. Get, because I mean, like, that's what I get pissed off about. Like, he's gonna say something nice, but I'm just gonna say it like it is. Get out of here, Karen. Get out of here, Negative Nancy. Go play something else. Why don't you find like Fortnite or some shit to play? Like, get.
Very rough time over the next 2 years, because as important as some people say this is, it really isn't in the bigger picture. All they have for sale will be available in-game. You'll be able to build it.
Matt is totally right.
It some way or another.
Yes, Steve, yes.
Don't feel pressured that you must spend money today, because everything available will be either craftable or winnable or achievable some way within the game itself. And it's
and why do you have to have an internet dad like Montoya tell you this shit? Even a kid should understand this. Don't spend money if you don't need to spend the money. If you're not feeling it, don't spend the goddamn money. Why? Don't listen to Montoya, who's your internet dad. You shouldn't need your internet dad to tell you not to spend the money. You should be getting near adulthood.
Frustrating to hear that. I know. I understand that. But it is the truth. And I love that effect. When is that coming in, by the way? That's not the new Evocati patch yet, is it? But those new quantum jump events
looks fantastic.
Very cool.
Fantastic.
But to go on, yeah, unbelievable. Can't believe that's happening, but no, without the drop.
You know what Betty's saying? It's so true. Games are made to play. I literally feel like some of these people with the way they come in on some of the news and the clickety clacks and shit don't even play the game. I have a really big feeling. I feel like I'm right about this. That a lot of people that just perpetuate this echo chamber of negativity and bad news don't even play the game. Or haven't for a very long time and don't even understand where we're at right now.
Drama and PC Gamer, I believe, being one of the publications who went off on that after raising.
I think I got that on board, Diva. I might have that on board, Diva. I think I saw that
upgrade as players
the subliminal. I love subs are cool, dude.
To pay for it, referring to the blades, right? And
what's up? Let's go.
Who was that?
Good to see you, buddy.
Sorry, I forgot your name. It was one of the little virtual no face streamers that was actually the review on
like
all
me,
the
Diva,
different blades, and the changes they give the ship are minuscule. Well, minuscule to me. I'm not an ace pilot. I definitely do see the top 1% of pilots in the game wanting to get that extra half degree, the extra 1 degree of rotational velocity, because you will be able to land sooner than the guy who doesn't have that. I get it. But at the moment, in my opinion, I think it's a very, very niche and small segment of the community that want this item right now that will actually pay for it and use it as intended. I don't see them making any kind of money from that. I don't see CIG seeing this as a big cash cow. Was it a mistake?
Yes. Yes, absolutely was a mistake. These low ticket items makes them look really bad. They got to stop with blades. They got to stop with armors. You want to do it with like the mech suits. You want to charge for the mech suits. And if you make them really fucking cool, we're gonna look at the Atlas that's got the guns on it, where they mounted some guns on this motherfucker. Who's, again, my idea. Just letting everybody know, I was talking about that shit a long time ago. I'm just saying.
I'm in a fountain.
My idea. Mine. Talking about that shit ever since the Titan armor, man. I was like, we need mech suits. We need some Gundam motherfucking shit up in here. I've been talking about that for years, man. Glad to see that they're actually starting to approach it seriously. Some people said, no, that's just an April Fool's joke. No, it ain't. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna do it. And you know what? The battlefield's gonna look great when I see infantry and I see these big ass mechs coming out and I see tanks and shit. The ground battle is gonna be sick. Sick. When you see all different types of units on the ground, it's gonna be sick. All coming out of the back of an Asgard, man. Sick. You're gonna be like, what?
Look, they've done this in the past.
And you know what? And that bomb better obliterate everything, and that bomb better cost a lot of damn money, Sex. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Cool Sex is like, all that can be obliterated by one bomb, and you better have a team that can take out that motherfucking ship so it doesn't drop a bomb on you. You better have the squad. You better have the fleet. You better bring your big boy pants, because one bomb could probably vaporize all that shit. And I'd love to see that. And I'm telling you what, this is a sandbox. This is an MMO. Bring your goddamn big boy pants.
Yes, you're not gonna hate me.
Shit happens.
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you. What? You wake up in the morning, you say, I put on my big boy pants. Look, I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on. Oh. You put on a little jacket, you go. You take your lunch because you got big boy pants on. You got your big boy pants and your snack.
You bring it. Bring it. Because I'm going to have a squad that's going to take you out, and that bomb will never drop. And those areas that bomb would or might drop are going to be in areas that people can handle it because they got the big boy pants on. And see, that's the beauty of having a good security system that needs to be multifaceted and layered in so that people that want to stay safe on the umbrella of the PvE can have that safety, which eventually they will. And the people that want the danger where a bomb might drop on your fucking head and vaporize you can experience it in all its glory. Because if it does drop on you, then you deserved it. But again, we got to talk about perfect design and perfect security and perfect. And that's way down the road. But guess what? Eventually it's going to get to that point and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Best sandbox ever.
To do something, the community freaks out, they reverse, and they learn. They could have done this at a different time. I'm not one of the people that feel like Captain Rotbot here, that it ruined the experience for me. It didn't ruin anything. I don't care that they came out or not. But don't let small little things that ruin the game for you. Because if this is what triggers you guys, not you, Captain Rotbot, but if you honestly were hurt by this emotionally.
No. He's being nice. Montoya's being nice. I'm talking to you, Captain Bart, whatever the fuck your name is. If this shit hurts you, go play some goddamn Fortnite. If this is the shit that's really going to ruin your day, you're obviously not playing the game. Play the game. Have fun with the game. Constructive criticism, should the blades have been something that they put in the pledge store? Absolutely not. I will shame them for it. We did it all last week.
Shame.
I'll even throw Boo in there for, they did that. Throw Boo in that shit. Listen. But at the end of the day, when you're playing the game, you're immersed in the game, you're having fun in the game. You see what's coming in on the way. You see what they've created for you. You see the progress. And then you're going to let blades ruin it. It's one thing to like vocalize it and make sure that's an issue. For it to be the only issue and it overshadow everything else and all the progress that has happened and all your gameplay experience, for it to completely ruin it for you, you got to just look in the mirror and say, man, maybe I should take a breath and go outside. Okay, Captain Rotbart? Just take a breath. Go outside. It'll be available in game for credits. And just chill out. Chill out.
And physically, take a step back, because it's really not that much of a big deal.
Lako wants more
Everything
shame.
will be available in game.
More shame, says Lako. There you go.
But it is the truth. And that goes the same for all these ships here.
We endorse public shaming here.
What should they buy? They have this much money. What should they buy? And the truthful answer is, and I keep on saying this, and I know it's difficult.
Because they have the money to buy it. And if they don't, then it's a sickness and it's an addiction and they've got a problem. And I feel sorry for that. It's a very small percentage of people that do this. Those, some even content creators that only do negative shit now, and some that have gone away that I haven't seen in a very long time. And I could say a few of them right now if I wanted to, but I won't because I'm going to be civil. But they spent too much money and they weren't responsible. They weren't adults, right? But for the adults in the room that have the discretionary income, I'm super jelly. Trust me, I'd love to be able to buy Perseus, man. I'd love to be able to buy these bigger ships, man. I don't have the cash for this stuff. But if people have the cash for it and they can do it, let them. What is the fucking problem, people? Like, obviously they want an experience that they've never had before. What's up, Darth? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the DG360 fam, dude. Glad to have you in here. You are officially an algorithm, bro. I want people to just grow the fuck up and realize that people can spend their money the way they want to fucking spend their money. And is it predatory to sell things when you're a company? Like if you're a company and you're like, hey, you know, I want to sell this ship for $675. Do you know how big this motherfucking ship is? Do you ever see anything like this in any game that you've ever experienced where you can walk around this motherfucker for like a good hour and still find new shit in this game? Like, this isn't like, you know, some normal fucking thing. You hop in and you drive it around like you're in an arcade or some shit. Like, it's just like this isn't a Star Atlas experience. You know, no offense, Michael Wagner. I don't need any negative feedback from the Star Atlas people and the crypto bros. I like what you guys are trying to do, but like they're not even there yet. They're not close yet, and I admire them for what they're trying to do. But like, this is a completely different experience than the Star Atlas experience right now. You can literally walk in these ships, go around these ships, and tour them for nearly an hour, and it's like, okay, yeah, maybe it should be a couple $100. Should it be $675? Who the fuck am I to say that it shouldn't be $675? If somebody's out there is going to spend $675 on it, guess what? They just made $675, then there's more chance this game actually becomes a reality, because this money actually goes to real people who work at Cloud Imperium, Oh no, people are getting paid. Oh no, people are getting livelihoods out of this. Oh no, capitalism. This happens in the real world all the fucking time. Look around you, everywhere you go. Shit's fucking crazy anyway. Everywhere you go, everything's overpriced. Why wouldn't you think a fucking ship's overpriced? People make their livelihoods off of this shit. There's real people here with families. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm going to jump all on board with the predatory thing here. You know, I get it. It can kind of get crazy with these blades and the low ticket items, and then they start charging you out the yin yang for the small low ticket stuff, and it looks tacky as fuck, and I understand that. I get that. I'm just saying, like, on the whole, is it really that bad? I mean, like, you had a lot of people pour their hearts and soul into this ship. You go around, it's fucking awesome. You can literally get lost in the motherfucker, and it's a fucking immersive experience, and it's pretty fucking cool. And an organization can use it, and a lot of people can use it, and it's a multi-cruise ship. And yes, they need to work on balancing multi-cruise ships. I get it. But there's still nothing else out there like this. Nothing else out there like this. And the reason they got to 800 million, the reason they keep designing ships that there's nothing else out there like that only happens in Star Citizen is because they charge $675 for this and people buy it. And people buy it because they got the money, because they've done something in their life that they've done as an adult that they say this is discretionary money. And I'm completely jealous of the people that have that kind of discretionary money. But it happens. And this is the real world.
But get the starter ship that you like and use that. And that's it. Maybe get, the Prospector or a small mining ship, maybe, if that's what you want to get into. But everything is achievable.
Getting on rant mode. I'm getting ranty.
While it may take long and there are wipes,
you could have bought a goat with that money.
Spend $300 on the F8. No, actually, I'm lying. That F8 is sweet.
Thank you, Luigi. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
Good to
that
see you,
is a
Luigi.
sexy ship. If you do want a heavy fighter, and this is actually the conversation I still have with myself, the new heavy fighter from Mirai, I love the way it looks. Come on, it's like that TIE fighter, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely love
Interceptor.
it. And I sat down for about an hour looking at what I have. What can I melt? Should I move funds from here and push it there and then get it? And at the end of the day, he said, you know what? I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll pick up an upgrade from another ship, which I may or may not apply at a future date. I haven't done it yet. But if you have...
these are problems I need. These are problems that I need. And obviously Montoya has more discretionary money than I do. But like, you see, he used his adult brain. He rationalized if he actually really needed it, okay? He must have the addition. He must have said, you know what? No, I'm just going to wait for something else. This is what adults do for purchases, people.
Have a heavy fighter. There's no need to really go buy a second heavy fighter. Is there? I don't know. Just my feelings. But Carrack for 600, the Terraform 220, these are nice ships. Perseus for 675, absolutely yes. I have this. I've been waiting for it. I was hoping it would be coming out during this event, but it obviously
yes.
didn't. But I think this is going to be a very cool ship. It's crazy that our price is high, and it's crazy that people pay for it. But look, if you have the means, and this is important for you new guys who are arriving and you're seeing all these people flying around in fancy, big, expensive ships, careful not to fall into that trap to feel that you must spend this money. If you belong to an organization, odds are there are 100 people in there who have these big ships and they're not even touching them. People tend...
And there's plenty of them that are. And you know what? I see in general all the time. Hey, you want to come aboard the Idris? You want to like fly and you want to fly the new Asgard? Like there's plenty of people in general that are willing to like have you on board. That is the cool thing about this. You don't even have to buy it. There's people willing to take you on a trip. Now be careful. Some people are pirates. I've seen bad things happen. But for the most part, a lot of people, they're willing to like take you out and have a good time. They spent their money on this shit. They're like, yeah, check this out, man. They're showing it off. They're having a good time. They're having a good time, man. They're like, yeah, come on board, man.
Tend to find a favorite. There might be someone
that's going to be great. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at it real soon here,
Carrack, or vice versa. Even when the person comes out, ask them if they have one. If you can borrow it, don't spend the money if you don't need to. And obviously, I'm assuming that you can't afford.
I can't listen to this anymore because it just seems like. Let's keep going. Hold on. He's getting back to funding here. I just need to skip ahead a little bit because, it's just common sense. To me, you don't need to talk to people like this. Like people won't listen. The people out there that he's addressing right now, they won't even fucking listen. Because they have no common sense.
Why this game does get this crazy kind of funding, because there are older gamers in there who have the means, and they don't mind dropping the kind of money. So moving on from that, I wanted to talk more about the Blades issue. You know what? I don't even have anything to say about it. I just don't care. PC Gamer and the rest of the slop content creators can go on and bitch and cry about how the community was pissed off. The community was pissed off for 3 days solid. By day 4, it's passed. Now, has CIG...
Dude, the community's been pissed off from day one. When has the community not been pissed off, man? It's a bunch of sci-fi, awesome geek nerds. I'm one of them. You're one of them. We've all been pissed off from day one, for God's sake. We're accustomed to this. We get this. We're part of this community. We understand.
Learned? Yeah, but they keep on repeating this every couple of years, and they do it again, and everyone cries again, and then they reverse it, and it happens again. So I really don't care what these publications say.
Yeah, I'm tired of these publications.
This is what matters. And what matters is the funding continues, that people want to support this game. Yeah. And looking around my own personal circles and my close circles, very, very few.
Yeah, and yeah, there's a small group that's really, really bad. I'm just being silly. I'm being silly. I'm merely saying that, because of the genre we're in, we're always going to nitpick the details. We're sci-fi nerds. We're going to look at everything in this game, and there's going to be parts of us like that. I like a lot of realism in my game, and then I'm like, how there can't be fire in space, and how is there sound in space, and all the shit that we always deal with in every sci-fi game, where you got to balance fun and realism, and you got to find the area that most people are comfortable with. This is the way that it's always been in sci-fi gaming. For sci-fi nerds like us, we always nitpick everything. That's how we are. But then there's a group that takes it way too far. And you know what? Those are the people that Mad Style's talking about, where it just is like every single thing is a bad thing, and they can't just get out of their own way, and they can't just have fun playing the game,
People, backers from 2013, 2014, put fresh money in. This, I don't have the stats, but if someone does, let me know if you can see whether this is fresh money coming in or old money, because I suspect it's a lot of fresh money. Overall, crazy. And I look forward to seeing what the next event brings. For those of you who are new to Star Citizen, welcome. If you have any questions.
Welcome to the circus, man. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to it, man.